Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana and today I want to talk about all the stationery items I bought in Japan and I guess just commenting on them because there are some that I love with all my heart and some that are, not so much. And I'm hoping to act as a guide-ish for those of you who want to buy similar stuff on your trips to Japan and just don't make the mistakes I did. Okay, let's get this started. So here is everything that I got, but I think I want to start with the pens first. So let me move everything else out of the way for now. So here are all the pen and this one stamp that I got. So this stamp is just a date stamp. I think it goes all the way to 2037. So wow, 10 years. Very awesome. It only has the number of the day, the month, and the year. It does not have the week of the day, which is fine because I don't usually write the week in my journal anyway. And this pen is a Pilot Kakuno pen. I got it because of how cheap it is. This would cost me like over 20 bucks in Canada, but in Japan it's only like 1100 yen, which is about like 9 or 10 bucks. So it's half the price. I got it in fine and it writes beautifully. Extremely smooth, very even ink, and I like the thickness. I tested all the nib ranges that I could find in a store and I find that I don't like anything below fine, like extremely fine EX. That's too scratchy for me. And anything above a broad is kind of too wide for my writing. So I think a medium or a fine works perfect for me. And the second favorite is this multicolor erasable pen. So it has a gray, a blue, a red, and the writing is very smooth. The colors are pretty good. The red and the blue are pretty vibrant. The gray, aka black, it's not as black as I would like, but they're not marketing it as black, so I'm fine with that. And it erases beautifully. Look at that. So I mainly use this one with the planner I have right now, the weekly one, just because I tend to move dates around, move events around. So this would be very helpful when I have to do that. And now let's talk about the not so successful ones. So these two fountain pen like pens. I'm calling them that because they do have a ink cartridge converter. The nib is not your usual fountain pen nib. This one is a brush. This one is more of a ballpoint. The brush pen is a lot better than a ballpoint. I'm not too sure if it's because the ink I use is more liquid-like than the other one that I used. I used to have a gray ink. Okay, let me show you. The gray ink didn't really work too well with this brush pen. So something like this, when you draw too fast, the ink doesn't really flow that well. So that was the grievance I had with this pen, but now with the new blue ink it works perfect. This one I have more beef with. So this is a ballpoint-ish fountain pen. Right now it writes very well because I've pushed the ink all the way up to the neck of the pen with the converter. Otherwise, sometimes the ink flow isn't as consistent as I would like. So to give you an example, something like that. So the swirl in the middle here, you can see that I had to press very hard to get darker ink flow versus when I push the ink up to the neck of the pen, it gives me something more consistent like the bottom here. So you would have to manually push the ink once in a while just for this pen to work smooth. So I'm not a big fan of that, but I guess it is the downside of having a ballpoint nib instead of a real fountain pen nib. It gave me the option to buy a cap for it, and I don't like it because I think this little thing works very well. I don't need these, which are much heavier, and I don't think it matches that well with the body of the pen anyway. So I'm just gonna use the original little plastic cap it came with. So yeah, here are all the pens that I got. Now let's move on to covers, I guess, because I got 2 covers, Traveler's Notebook of course, and stamped up this cover that I have. Okay, let's start with this one. So this was the first Traveler's Notebook I purchased, and it is a camel. And I made a mistake tearing out this brass plate from the notebook, and it left such a dark mark that I wanted to decorate the cover with stamps just to make this less apparent. So here is what I did. I was hoping to visit the Narita Airport one, the Tokyo Station one, the Kurashiki one, the Chichu Art Museum one, and then last but not the least, the Kyoto one. So 5 of them in total, but unfortunately I missed the Narita one. I already exited the airport before realizing, you know, the thing is supposed to be inside the airport. I ended up going to Tokyo Station and got this stamp and this stamp. And then the next destination was Kurashiki, so I got this stamp and this stamp. Unfortunately, the Chichu Art Museum was not a Travelers Company store. It's a little gift shop inside a museum, so they don't have any stamps. I did not get any stamps from that, but I got the rest of the 5 from Kyoto. For some reason, it did not stamp very well on the spine for this one, and this one as well. But the rest 3 turned out pretty good. I'm very happy with this notebook cover. Oh, and also, this one was also from Kyoto. It took over the inside of the front cover. So instead of stamping only half of it on the outside, I decided to stamp the entirety on the inside. I don't have anything on the inside of the back cover just yet. Maybe for future trips, I guess. Oh, and also, I got the Chichu Art Museum little charm. I don't think it goes very well with the black, so I'm putting it on my camel. And next up is my Chichu Art Museum cover. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If you watched my whole spiel about not getting more than 1 design in the same color family video way back, well, you know what? I sold my Tokyo, so it is justified that I have this one now instead of the other one. The reason why I sold the Tokyo one was because I kind of got tired of having such blatant graphic in the front of the notebook. While I didn't live in Tokyo or did not even travel intensively there, like if anything, I think I spent a lot of time in the Kansai area in Japan. Oh, by the way, if you want the same thing, just consider this one is so much drier and more porous than the Tokyo one that I had. So when I first opened this up, it scratched my fingers as I ran my fingers across the page. It's crazy how dry and how porous it was. I had to get the leather repair balm from Travelers Company. It's just a large sponge to apply the balm, and then this one contains the beeswax and jojoba oil mix and some other mix as well. And after applying this balm to the cover, this is now so much smoother. So yeah, just something to keep in mind if you want this specific cover. I'm not too sure if I got the worst one or this batch was just drier than normal, but yeah, just a precaution out there. It's still beautiful though. The next one would be my little passport that I went to the Superior Labor store to get. I know in my last video, the one I talked about, you know, the rule about only getting 1 design per color, I also said I did not like the patches of the TSL store. Well, I know I said that, and now I changed my mind, okay? This one's cute. I still don't like the rest of it. I think they could have better patches, but I did not have that many choices based on my aesthetic. So I have this in the front and the two edge protectors in a way, and then this button, and then also the stamp. And I also got the coin purse at the back of the front cover. I do regret kind of, getting the button now. So I plan to close my notebook this way, but it's kind of annoying that I have to, open it every time I want to access my card pouch. And then I have to close it again after I use it for like 1 second. So instead of doing that, I make it vertical so that I can access the card pouch whenever I want, and also the coin purse if I so choose. But then it still has some kind of a closing to this purse. Oh, look at that. Now my cat is occupying half of my screen. Okay, let's now move on to all the inserts. So I went a little crazy. By little, I mean a lot. Okay, so first of all, this was the little pouch thing I got from Tokyo Station. This grid one was a purchase from a while ago. I just keep this in the same pouch, but everything else from here was bought on this trip. This one's from Kyoto. It has very pretty graphics. And this one's from Tokyo Station, to be more exact. I did not get the green tea one from Kyoto because I heard if you write on the green tea one with a fountain pen, the ink will feather out. So I don't like that. So I only got a regular one, and these are both blank cream. And last but not the least, I got these stickers. This one is more of a like cheering theme, I guess. It has fight. This one is more like a summer festival theme. This is a sketchy and outdoorsy theme. And this, I don't know. It's some kind of blob. They're cute. And I also transferred 2 extra sheets into the sticker release book that I have. This one is a sheet of little cats. And this one was a sheet of beautiful illustrations related to seaside. I thought that was very pretty, so I bought it. That was all my purchase from this trip. I spent a little too much on this trip, unfortunately. So now I am kind of broke, but I am happy broke. And I think I'm gonna use this for a long time. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. And I hope wherever you are, you're gonna have a wonderful rest of your day and a beautiful week. Goodbye.